Dear friends, today I am going to talk to you on a very crucial subject which is very useful for the students of law and those persons who are interested in the study of law. Even the common man can benefit from this talk, provided they have interest in legal studies. I may tell you specifically that there is no field of activity, human activity, which is not touched by law. Whether it is our body, whether it is mind, whether it is property, whether it is our reputation. Because what is a crime? Crime is an act done intentionally or knowingly with an intention to cause some injury either in body or in mind or in property or reputation of other persons. It may be an act of omission or commission. So, when we see this definition of crime, an offense, we can very well visualize that our body, our mind, our property, everything is affected by its commission. Because it causes injury. It deprives us of our legal rights. And that's why it is actionable. Moreover, the crime differs from the civil law or civil wrong in the sense that it is not personal, it is in rem. When a person commits a crime, the crime is not against an individual. It is not only against individual but also society, because the conscience of the society is affected, is agitated. As we have seen, the more recent case on Nirbhaya Kand, which is known as Nirbhaya Kand, in which all the accused except one juvenile were executed, except one who committed suicide in the prison. So that is the seriousness of the matter, because when it is committed, not only the individual and his family is affected, but the entire country, entire nation is agitated. It is a crime against the society. Now the Manu, the ancient lawgiver, in his Manav Dharma Shastra, has clearly stated the purpose of criminal justice. He was the first Hindu lawgiver. He has stated in his treatise that what is the purpose of criminal justice? He has stated, Sarvo danda jatar loko durlabhi sucharnara dandasi bhayas sarvam jagat bhogaya kalpate. Meaning thereby, the people are kept in check by fear of punishment, for it is difficult to find a person who will abide by the law by his own conduct, natural conduct. And in this way, the world is afforded to the sources of enjoyment. You cannot enjoy your property, you cannot safeguard your liberty, you cannot survive and live in society if others are encroaching upon your rights. So when your rights are violated, injury is caused you, and you acquire a legal right to proceed against the. Well, in this context, it is very significant that two of our treatises, Indian Penal Code 1860 and Criminal Procedure Code, these two laws, these codes, codified laws, they are very relevant. And the study of these laws will give you a very clear picture about our legal procedures in criminal law as well as the offense which are committed. Now, in every field of our activity which is affected by law, and we find that in society crimes are committed day in and day out. Now, what is the remedy? Nobody is born a criminal by birth. That is very important to know. Then, when nobody is born criminal by birth, then how criminals are made? It is upbringing. It is an atmosphere, social atmosphere in which they are brought in. It is the economic circumstances. It is the poverty. It is the ignorance. It is the lack of control over oneself. Sometimes a person commits crime because of the anger, because of greed, because of lust. You must have seen people committing murder after taking money. They are known as hired assassin. It is their profession, and they have least regard for human life. Now, such type of hardened criminals, how they are made. After all, they are also ordinary human beings. Sometimes some incidents occur in the human life or in man's life which disturbs his psychology, his mind, and he vows to take revenge against the society and the individual. That is why hardened criminals are made. For them, committing murder is a very easy task. They draw thrill and joy out of this performance. And ultimately, you know, every criminal has a fate, and the fate is either death penalty or life imprisonment. Punishment is accorded according to the seriousness and highness of the crime. What type of crime a man has committed. Because the same punishment cannot be given in every offense. Otherwise, a criminal will have a very good choice. If in an assault we give a 6 months imprisonment, and after you murder, we also give 6 months imprisonment, and even think let me commit the murder, because the punishment is the same. So, the punishment awarded to a criminal is in accordance with the gravity of the crime. Whether the crime has committed premeditated, knowingly, deliberately, how it has been committed, that is also important. There are various cases, as you must have seen, a tandoor murder case of Delhi, in which a lady was burnt in a tandoor. Now, see the highness, seriousness of the offense. There are other crimes also, which are of such a nature that human mind is disturbed, society is disturbed because of such crimes. And naturally, seeing the gravity of the crime, the courts are awarded or the death penalty or the life imprisonment. So punishment is given with what? Intention. Intention is not retribution, eye for eye. It is a sort of an opportunity to a criminal to brood, to think over his act by segregating him and putting him into prison. He is away from the society, from his family, from his wife, from his children. And then there he suffers pangs of separation. That is imprisonment. The longer he lives over there, he realizes the seriousness of his act of omission, commission. In particular, we have seen in the Uttarakhand how these accused persons tried every efforts and tried to the last opportunity to save themselves from the gallows. And our Honorable Supreme Court gave them very patient hearing up to the last minute, because they were convinced that the gravity of the crime was such that these accused persons must be awarded death penalty and know that penalty will be sufficient, seeing the gravity of that crime. They must be put to rest, to eternal sleep, because so that the society may live in peace. That was the judgment. Honorable courts always see that the punishment is in proportion to the gravity of the crime. It is not, gentlemen, let me say it very clearly, it is not an easy task to award death penalty. I have read one book, very interesting one, The Murder of Mahatma Gandhi by Sri G.D. Khosla, Sri Ghanshyam Das Khosla. And he has very beautifully narrated in this treatise his own experiences of awarding death sentence. In a case, he states that it is not an easy task to award death punishment, death penalty. He used to say that he used to keep awake throughout night, read again and again the case file to ensure that the death penalty which he was going to award is justifiable, is reasonable, it is correct. Let there be no chance, not an iota of chance, that no doubt that the punishment which he was awarding is wrong. So, for a judge also, this is very important. So, when they are convinced that yes, there is no other option except to award death penalty, then they award death penalty. Because what is the purpose of law? Let 99 criminals be set free, but not a single innocent person should be punished. Because the very purpose of criminal justice will be defeated if innocent persons are put behind the bars for no crime committed by them. My dear friends, the liberty of persons is very sacrosanct. Every individual has a right, a legal right, a fundamental right to live with dignity. And this fundamental right has been guaranteed in our Indian Constitution under Article 21. The right to life and liberty. That is, no individual, no citizen, no person can be deprived of his personal liberty without established procedure of law. You have to follow the prescribed procedure in order to take a personal liberty of a person, his life, which is very sacrosanctly important. So these are the very serious considerations while awarding the punishment. This is a subject so wide, it will be very difficult to finish it in one lecture, in one talk. It is a continuous process because there are various theories of criminal justice system. We have to study the human nature, human psychology. There are various theories. One theory says the man is very liberal, he is very kind, he is very gentle, he is friendly, he is very compassionate. And there is another theory, the writer says, the man is cruel, he is unkind, he is full of lust, he is revengeful, he is vengeful. So what is human being? What is a man? He is a complete picture of all these traits. A man who is a liberal one can also be cruel, given a particular circumstances. So what is important is the circumstances in which he was placed when he committed crime, that is also relevant. So in my next lecture, I will continue this topic and deliberate also what are those circumstances, what are those situations in which the crime is committed, what is motive, what is the intention, how we will define all these things, how we will deliberate on these points which are very crucial in criminology, in criminal science. So these all points I will discuss in my further lectures also, because it is a sort of series in which I will cover this subject. Now for today, I think this is sufficient. Dear friends, I am sure the students who are pursuing legal study, if they pay attention to it, they will have a very graphic, very clear picture about the law. With these words, my friends, I am concluding today. Thank you very much for giving me a patient hearing. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.